little bit more disappointing with the Phillies. We could say the Sixers are really disappointing by the magnitude of not having a chance in the playoffs, but based on expectations, I feel like the Phillies are definitely more disappointing at this rate. If you're watching on YouTube, there's a lot of stats on here that are very bad. I mean, the worst one that isn't even on the screen. Actually, no, it is on the screen. I'm sorry. Worst run differential in the league, Davis. It is now minus 42. That's 8 runs worse than the second worst, the Royals, minus 34. Really, really tough stretch for the Phils. And by stretch, I just mean the start of the season. There hasn't really been any bright spots. Before we start shitting on the team, let's give the flowers that are necessary. Justin Crawford, been awesome. He's been really the only consistent player. Christopher Sanchez, another good player that's been, where he should be. He's been pretty good. I think he still could get another level, honestly. I think he's just, getting comfortable.
You're saying he can get to another level. He's got a 1.59 ERA right now.
That's what I'm saying. I think
he could win. He could win Cy Young, and the Phillies might miss the playoffs.
Well, before we get to the bad stuff, Davis, I said let's focus on the positive. Bryce Harper, he's been fine. He hasn't been terrible. He's had a couple multi-hit games. He's had multiple home runs already. He's been pretty decent. Like you ask for a little bit more from your guy like that, and Bryce Harper, your franchise player, but he's been pretty good. And then Kyle Schwarber, probably the best player on the team right now. Other than that, let's get into it.
Yeah, would love to start here. Okay, so Bryce Harper. Let's go down the order. Trey Turner. He's rebounding a little bit. I mean, he's has been getting on base a little bit more the last few during this losing streak, but pre-losing streak, I mean, he was pretty terrible. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. Kyle Schwarber, he's been fantastic. I mean, 7 homers already. But I mean, 7 homers, 14 RBIs. This is the Kyle Schwarber way. Like solo homers, 2-run homers. Like we've seen this over the past few years. We need guys to get on base for him. Bryce Harper, arguably, in my opinion, over the last week or two, best player on the team. He has been phenomenal. He's had multi-hit games left and right. After a poor slump to start the year, his OPS is now back almost at 900.
Wow.
I mean, he is turning it around. But here's where towards the lineup where we're struggling. Roldis Garcia. I understand a slow start. I understand he's teetering near a 700 OPS this year, but we've seen the defensive woes already early, and I think he's going to come around. I really do. We're mixing up the order, putting him in the cleanup spot just to see if we can change things up.
Hold on, Davis. Felix Reyes is actually batting cleanup tonight over Aroldis Garcia.
Oh, interesting.
We'll talk about Felix. We'll talk about Felix Reyes, but
then we can get down to the bottom of the order. We don't want to talk too much about any of these guys. Alec Bohm, worst player in the MLB. I don't know. I mean, seriously, this guy. He hates this place, but we hate him. Like he hates this place because it's terrible. He said this a few years ago after a 3-error first inning.
You don't have to keep bringing it up. He's kind of redeemed himself, but now his play is unredeemed himself.
It's unredeemable. I mean, the way he's swinging that is horrible.
Can we also mention before, like, I'm not the number one Alec Bohm hater, but I brought attention to the fact that Alec Bohm sucks. I was one of the first people to do it. I said he's not
for
good.
sure.
But
he's batting 133.
Let's mention he's suing his parents right now. I'm sure he's going through a lot. Like, we can talk about Stott, some of these other guys, but like, dude, I don't know. I feel like that's a lot to go through right now. But at the same time, pick it up. You started, clean up this year, and now you're batting 7th and 8th. Like, we need you against lefties, and you can't hit anything. And by the way, before you go down the rest of the lineup, the whole team sucks against lefties. Everybody included. Nobody gets an exception for that. But continue. Sorry.
We're making Shota Imanaga look like Randy Johnson the way that we were facing these lefties. Correct. But I mean, like, dude, the guy tops out at 90. He throws a lot of junk. Like, these guys should be the guy. We should be hitting this guy. And speaking of Shota Imanaga, we're facing him tonight for the second time in a week.
Fun.
Sweet. Good. Tonight's the night, Ethan. I really do believe that tonight could be the turnaround night. I'm not saying put up 10 runs. I'm not saying blast them by beating them by 8. Like, I'm saying let's put up 5. Like, we need to do something. You know what? We need to score in multiple innings. How many games in a row now have we scored in 1 inning? Like,
there's some really bad stats out there that like we're by far the worst team in the league by scoring in like more than one inning. And like we just get one spurt of runs and we never get more runs. The run split's been terrible all year. I mean, if we really want to get into it, Bryson Stott's terrible. I like he can't play every day. I think Bohm is trending in that direction. I think he's earned a little bit more goodwill than Stott has. Stott has had a couple playoff moments, but like has not been consistent at any really point of his whole MLB big league career. Adolis Garcia, I think it's early. I think it's super early for him still.
Agreed.
He's a power hitter that's gonna get cooking in like July, I think. Plus, you know, he hasn't been good. I think he was like 5 for his last 38 or something really bad. But like his arm's been great. We knew he was going to be a lot better in right field defensively than Castellanos, and his arm's been great. He's thrown some people out. He's looked good. So other than that, it's really tough. Outside of Sanchez, nothing's really been good. Let's give Painter some credit. He did decently against the Braves lineup. He's looked fine. He's a rookie. They're asking a lot of him, especially when Taijuan Walker freaking sucks. Like, do you want to talk about Taijuan Walker? Because like,
that's fine. He shouldn't be on this team. Like, I don't we moved him to the bullpen last year because he was so bad.
And he's worse.
Again this year,
and he's worse.
Even worse. 100%. Like, this is batting practice. And if we're putting out a competitive lineup, one out of every fifth day, we cannot be putting out somebody whose fastball is batting practice. And somebody's who we saw this on the broadcast the other day, didn't we, Ethan, where he throws guys are hitting his cutter at like a 450 batting average. I mean, literally,
his ERA is 9.16.
His batting average against is like 330, Ethan. That's Hall of Fame numbers. That makes an entire team a Hall of Fame player against one guy. I don't understand why Taijuan Walker's in the rotation. It's because we've given him too much money, but at some point, just like Castellanos, it's dead weight. Gotta let him go.
And then is it too early to bring up Luzardo? Like, what do we think about Luzardo? Because earlier last year there were rumors about him tipping pitches, and it seemed like he fixed that. And now this year he's having another really bad start to the year, even though it looks like I've seen some stats as stuff is really good. Like, he's pitching it well. Like, I think he's had like his highest swinging strike rate of his career, but like he's allowing like the most runs in the league or something like that. Like,
yeah, he's fine. His ERA, this is where ERA is kind of like that batting average stat where, you know, yes, ERA is an important number, but a big number to look into is FIP, fielding independent pitching. It takes into consideration if I'm pretty sure it's that there's 0 players behind you in the field.
Okay.
Something like that. It's a really important advanced metric for pitchers, and usually your FIP and ERA should be about the same. His FIP is like 2.3. Like he's just getting unlucky. And we've seen that. I mean, we saw that in the Diamondbacks game 2 weeks ago. He just one bad inning and he blows up, but he's due for a big 9-strike.
I mean, the whole team is due, like you said earlier. Like I don't know if I feel as confident that tonight's the night, but like I feel very confident that they're not going to be out of the playoffs. I think they're going to be in the playoffs. I think that this is a team that's won the last 3 years. Like, I think it was like 93, 95, then 94 games of the last 3 years. Like, this is a consistent team that knows how to win games, and you've added some young guys that have honestly played well for you. So I'm not really sure why the veterans have just not picked up the slack. We're not manufacturing runs, for lack of a better way of saying it. Like, nobody's getting on base, no singles, nothing. Like, you know, it's really, really bad. And then the lefty stuff is troubling because, like, you hope to see 1 or 2 players struggling with lefties, whatever. Like, Marsh has really struggled with lefties, but when the whole team does, it's like you said, we're screwed. Like,
and speaking to that point, just looking at last year, I mean, you can't take 162 games into full consideration of how a guy hits lefties, but I mean, Kyle Schwarber last year literally hit the most as a left-handed hitter, hit the most home runs against left-handed pitching in MLB history in a single year. Like, I don't understand where that differential goes in the offseason, but you know, again, for friend of the program, Steve, baseball doesn't start until Memorial Day. These guys are still getting warmed up, just like we are.
They're already like 7 games back on the Braves. Like, they're just digging themselves in a hole that is just, you know, it's not tough to recover at this point in the season. They're only like 25 games in the year already. Like, but like, I don't know, it sucks. But let's talk about something a little bit more light. Felix Reyes. He has been raking all spring, Davis. Spring training. I watched a couple random games where he hit home runs in every game I watched. and then he was raking in AAA to start the year. I think he had like 6 homers already. And then first at bat, when he gets called up by the Philadelphia Phillies in the major league lineup, he's facing Chris Sale. Chris Sale, awesome pitcher. He hits a bomb to left field. First at bat, Davis. Pretty exciting stuff. I don't think he got to hit the rest of the game, but we got a look at this kid. What do you think? Are you pressed at all? Are you excited to see him in the lineup? I saw we sent Otto Kemp down. Do you like that?
Yeah, absolutely. Otto Kemp had a tough start to the year, so
Yeah.
totally fine with that. He's got the minor league options, so we can send him down for free. Wanted to quickly pull up Felix Reyes' StatCast or whatever, or the Baseball Savant. Because here we go. I have it right here. He is in the 2nd percentile in chase rate. So that means he does not chase pitches outside the strike zone very often. He also, his swing speed is 99th percentile. Ethan, I mean, this guy, if he makes contact with the ball, it's flying. And that's exactly what this team needs right now.
I saw his chase rate in the AAA. If you brought it into the major leagues, it would be like the worst chase rate in the majors already.
Or yeah.
So like he swings at everything.
He swings at everything. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah.
But I don't know. If he makes contact with the ball, it's going flying. I don't know. Like, I'm excited.
He's back cleanup tonight, like I mentioned. Like, that's exciting.
Yeah, and I think this team needs any type of life. Like, this is where inserting a guy who can possibly jolt a little bit of energy. Baseball's weird like that, man. Like, Reyes might go out there and hit a single RBI in the first inning, and it's
all the fellas get excited for the young guy, and then they're like, you know what, I can do it. I'm fucking Bryce Harper. I'm 2-time MVP. I had one of the best seasons since Barry Bonds. I can get a fucking hit. So,
100%.
Yeah. Yep. And then one more light thing, actually not super light, actually. Zach Wheeler, I mentioned before the pod. He is returning this weekend, Saturday against the Braves, actually, I think in Atlanta. That's a big first start for him. We really need him, but Davis, a lot of troubling reports from his couple minor league starts. His velo is dipping, specifically in his fastball. I think he's pitched fine in his minor league rehab starts. There was a clip that went around of him getting a home run hit off of him by one of the Yankees' best prospects that, people were talking about a lot, and that is what it is. But he's been fine, but his velo's dipped. Is there cause for concern here?
Slightly, but not. No, I mean, a lot of these guys' velos are down early in the year. I mean, it just is what it is. Like the average MLB pitcher's throwing it a mile or 2 miles an hour slower right now than they would in the middle of July. So once he gets warmed up, and if he is feeling good, like he won't go back to probably throwing 99 like what he was at some points last year, which was ridiculous. But even if he's got that 96 mile an hour fastball and he's got his off speeds working, I think he's going to be totally fine.
So are you looking at it like, last year if Wheeler got hurt and he's coming back, you're like, thank God Zach Wheeler's coming back. Like the god of pitching is back. But now, like, he's coming back from not just an injury, but like a major operation, a thoracic, I forget whatever the hell it's called actually. But he had a blood clot basically, and it could have taken his life, and it didn't. And now he's coming back from that. And so how do you feel about him coming back? Like, is it going to take a while? Is it going to take a whole season? Like, what do you expect?
It'll take a few starts, I think, for him to, get back into Zach Wheeler form. There's a chance we might never see Zach Wheeler form again. But
yeah, I know.
There's something different about him that I don't think he's just going to turn into Patrick Corbin.
No.
I don't think he's going to just give up home runs left and right and be horrible. Sorry. We're Miles Mikolas.
Never forget the Phillies put Patrick Corbin's jersey on the Citizens Bank Big Tron the offseason. They were trying to sign Harper. They almost gave Patrick Corbin a mega deal. Thank God they didn't.
Thank God they didn't. Yeah. I think he's going to be fine. And look, we have the guys below him. We have Andrew Painter coming up. Like, he's pitching well right now.
Aaron Nola.
He's pitching fine. Like, I know he is over just a 5 ERA, but he's
just blowing up around the 5th or 6th inning a lot. That's all.
But that always happens with him. Like, recently that's been his forte. But get Taijuan Walker. He's got to be better than Taijuan Walker. I mean, get Taijuan Walker out of this rotation. Please.
I could be better than Taijuan Walker. And I haven't played baseball since middle school. Like, I got a car.
I can see it. Well, like 65 on the radar.
Yeah, I got a breaking ball in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Somewhere. But I'm feeling good. Excuse me. I meant to mute myself. Excuse me. I have high expectations the rest of the year. I'm excited for them to turn around. I just don't know when it's going to be.